Hello, everyone. It's Michael Wright again today, the modern reformer. And today I want to talk to you all about the need for town hall meetings. The town hall is one of the most important things in our communities. You have to remember that this country was founded on the premise that we, the people, are going to be calling the shots. We're going to be running the show because we're the highest authority in the land, excluding our Lord, of course, because Jesus owns this country, as outlined in Article 7 of the U.S. Constitution. But, but back to us, we the people. What happens when we the people, the top dog among men, no longer do what they're supposed to be doing? When the people become lazy and they're not running the country that they are tasked with running. When they're not making the decisions and fulfilling the obligations that they are required to do. What happens is that you end up with a system of tyranny and oppression, a government that becomes way too far-reaching, and it's too overpowered, if you will. It has accumulated. I'm talking now about this government we're dealing with right now, because these individuals, they have no respect for our rights, and they have violated every single aspect of the Constitution. And this is all because the people are not doing what they're supposed to do, and the people are not on the scenes. But that's where the town hall comes in. The town hall is able to facilitate an opportunity for the people to network and collaborate. And that's how we can effectively begin to use that as a foothold and as a launching point in order to start fulfilling the various obligations that we the people have to the community. Because it has to be done. It has to be done. It is the only way to be rid of oppression and tyranny in a tyrannical government. The people must resume their roles and their responsibilities. Otherwise, government's going to keep doing it. Government. Because these individuals, excuse me, these individuals in government, they're just going to use the excuse that you're lazy and the task has to get done by somebody. And arguably, there is a degree of truth to that. But nonetheless, they don't have any intention of doing the right thing. They just want more power. They just want to use this as an opportunity for them. So they can do whatever they want. So they can accumulate more power. So they can have more monies in their pockets. All right, but I I want to help you realize the power of the town hall. Let's say there's some issue or concern in the community, some massive event going on. Not even a massive event, maybe small events too. Because honestly, that you're going to be dealing with more small events that add up over time and make a big impact than you will likely be dealing with big events. So the town hall will give each person an opportunity to essentially bring to the floor various issues or concerns in the community that we, the people, should be made aware of. I need to be clear as well. Listen to what I just said. We, the people, are the ones who are going to be the audience, and we, the people, are also going to be the speakers. We are the ones running the show in this town hall, okay? This is not a town hall ran by some government entity or some public servant. Forget that. It completely defeats the point of the town hall. We're not going to have Big Brother running the show and calling the shots, because then we'll never reach the true outcome that is necessary. If the issue or the subject at hand is public corruption, and the guy who is potentially a public servant is the subject of the topic, the corruption, do you think he's really going to let that conversation go forward? Of course not. He doesn't want people talking about his corruption. It's never going to fly. And that's why you can't have public servants running your town hall meetings. Could a public servant show up to a town hall meeting? Yes, and they can participate and engage just like anyone else, but they do not run the show and they do not call the shots at the town hall meeting. They're just another person. They're just another person. Okay? You need to make sure everyone understands that. They don't get treated like some special guest or anything like that. No, they're just another member of the audience unless they choose to bring up a comment of some sort as well. So now let's talk about some of the things you can actually cover uh, besides the one example I presented earlier. At the town hall, you could actually cover the components of the checks and balances system. You could, whether that be common law or constitutional grand jury, common law or constitutional pedigree, and militia as well. But not just these things. You could begin to talk about the matters of the day in your local community that matter or that are relevant at that time and that are of importance. I encourage people to talk about what's going on in the financial world quite a bit. What's going on with gold and silver? What's going on with the economy as a whole? Because it's clear as day inflation's on the rise, and there are certain safeguards and precautions that individuals can take in order to protect themselves from inflation. You see, this is just one of the many topics that could be brought up. You could bring up school safety. You could bring up certain actions that government just took. It doesn't necessarily have to be corrupt, it doesn't have to be about government corruption per se, just maybe a potential idea that they're considering. And you guys should be discussing it amongst yourselves and providing feedback, and then you could all collaborate, network, come up with the best idea possible, and then properly instruct your public servants on how to proceed or move forward with that respective idea that they had been considering. You see how valuable this town hall is? You could use this for so many things. But it is the focal point. It is the basis for all initiatives for we the people moving forward, okay? There is no path forward without the town hall, okay? You've got to have a collaboration effort. You must network with your community. Without the sense of community, you're just individuals, and individuals are much more difficult to, individuals are much easier to ignore one-on-one as opposed to a united coalition or collaboration of we the people. That is much, much more difficult to ignore. Think about these things, guys. If you are not engaged in your community, if you're not having town hall meetings, why? What are you waiting for? This is one of the top priority things that has to happen immediately. Every single county should be having their own respective town hall meetings. Every single one. If not every municipality. Until this happens, and until civic engagement increases, until the people get off their butts and they start getting more involved with the affairs of the community, things are not going to get better. You got to get out of la la land. You got to stop living your hedonistic life, totally obsessed with yourself, totally obsessed with the pursuit for money, and actually focus on the affairs of the community. And the funny thing is, so many people are so obsessed with the pursuit of money, when in reality, the money that they're trying to pursue is decreasing in value. Yet again, a consequence of not having town hall meetings as a starting point. It can't just stop at the town hall meetings, though. It has to obviously escalate far beyond that. But the town hall is going to be the foundation for everything. You mark my words on that. So I want to encourage you all right now. Start networking. Start collaborating with the individuals in your community. If you don't, like I said, things won't get better. If you do, you'll start to see change. I'll tell you right now, for the town halls that we have in my respective area, they are ran by we the people, and the amount of people who will show up at times, it could be just a very small handful, it could be dozens. The numbers fluctuate, but it's not about the numbers per se. I will still be at that town hall meeting in spite of the numbers, because I understand the significance of maintaining this meeting. I understand the significance of making sure this opportunity exists. We've got to have a way to network. We've got to have a way to collaborate. Otherwise, we're done for. So I encourage you, do not be scared or dismayed by numbers, even if you don't think there's a lot of people right away. People come over time. Persistence is key. But just think about it all. Anyways, food for thought. I hope this was informative. I hope it helps you all. And you've got to make this change. This is part of the reforms that must take place in this era. Anyways, God bless you all. Have a good day. And I'm out of here. Take care.